Hey there. I would like to talk a little bit about storage in Town Star. I've already explained that I've got another video about the woodshed versus the lumber yard, but as far as storing wood and lumber, that's what those are for. The Fuel storage is exactly that. It's a place to store fuel. The oil pumps make crude oil, which gets stored in there. The refinery can make petroleum, which gets stored in there. Gasoline and jet fuel all get stored in fuel storage. So any kind of uh, fuel type product that you make goes into the fuel storage. Warehouse. Anything that gets generated on the industrial tab. Well, the lumber we've already. The lumber is actually the exception to the rule. If something is generated from the industrial tab other than lumber, it will be stored in an item that is purchased from the industrial tab. So the warehouse is on the industrial tab. It will store water. It will store energy. And I believe that's really, oh, no, it's not. And it will store anything that you mine, and it will store glass. The lumber mill creates lumber and oak barrels, and the oak barrels get stored in the warehouse, but the lumber gets stored in the lumber yard or the woodshed. So I think that and steel, anything, like I said, except for the lumber that gets generated from something on this page, will get stored in a warehouse. So this is what the warehouse looks like. It's full of energy right now. Okay, so I'm not creating anything that I need a storehouse for. However, anything from any goods generated, not picked. The silo will hold any kind of crops that you grow and the byproduct, whether it be the salt field makes brine, and then grapes, sugarcane, wheat, any of that kind of things. I believe the pumpkins, as best I remember, all get stored in the silo. And other than that, if it's something that like sugar, flour, or salt that you create with a windmill, will get stored in the storehouse. Any products that are created from the bakery or the cakery will be stored in the storehouse as well. In addition, eggs, milk, or wool get stored in a storehouse. I forgot to mention, and this is a big one, the wine gets stored. So anything that you create other than, we're not talking about lumber or wood, but anything else that you create from this tab, the farm tab, goes in a storehouse, which can be purchased on the farm tab, or if it's grown and picked raw, it goes in the silo. And we said anything from there goes in to a warehouse. The warehouse casts 2 shade. The storehouse casts 1 shade, and the silo casts 3 shade. And the fuel storage doesn't cast shade. What it casts is pollution. And I believe it casts 3 pollution. Okay. So the way you can tell if something is affected, I put this silo right out here so we could see. If it touches on this side, if it touches the silo, so that'd be these 3 spots. This would be out of range. This would be out of range. It's these 3 spots that touch the silo. So all 3 of these are treated the same. If you count from there, 1, 2, 3, that is the shade effect. These are not being shaded from this. If I had made it one closer, then they would be shaded. Okay. So these 3. Now, if you want to see on the side, it's like these 2 count fully. This counts as 2, and this counts as 2, okay? Or the second one. This is 3, this is 2, this is 1. Okay, so that's 2, and this is 2. Now, when you're looking at these ones that are sort of diagonal, what you can do is realize that after these 2, okay, so this counts 2, and then this one would count 2 minus 1. And so this spot here would be 1. And the same with this side. This is, if you look at it, see we're on the side. This would be 2. So this would be 2 minus 1. So this one would be 2 minus 1. So that would be 1. So you get it? You can look at it from this side and tell that's 1. Look at it from this point of view. That one counts as 1. Up here, where you're talking about, we had 3, 2, 1. Okay, so these 3 are 1. This one would be 1 minus 1, which is 0. Okay, so that wouldn't be anything. So I hope that makes sense. You'll probably have to play around with it a little bit, but that's how shade works. And this guy is just 1 all the way around it, which is nice. So that is storage in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Like, share, and subscribe.